Japan.
Japan.
Where is it?
Where is it?
Japan is made up of a group of islands
Japan is made up of a group of islands
in the Pacific Ocean.
in the Pacific Ocean.
It is just off the east coast of Asia.
It is just off the east coast of Asia.
Japan has 4 main islands
Japan has 4 main islands
and thousands of smaller islands.
and thousands of smaller islands.
The entire country is smaller than the state of California.
The entire country is smaller than the state of California.
Tokyo is the capital city of Japan.
Tokyo is the capital city of Japan.
It is on the largest island called Honshu.
It is on the largest island called Honshu.
Tokyo has many tall skyscrapers.
Tokyo has many tall skyscrapers.
More than 32 million people live there.
More than 32 million people live there.
People. More than 127 million people live in Japan.
More than 127 million people live in Japan.
The country's main language is Japanese.
The country's main language is Japanese.
More people live in cities and towns
More people live in cities and towns
than in the country.
than in the country.
City life in Japan is very busy.
City life in Japan is very busy.
Most cities have little space,
Most cities have little space,
and people are crowded together.
and people are crowded together.
Most people in Japan eat rice.
Most people in Japan eat rice.
Japan grows much of the rice it uses.
Japan grows much of the rice it uses.
The Japanese also catch many fish and sell them across the world.
The Japanese also catch many fish and sell them across the world.
Land.
Land.
Most of Japan is covered with mountains.
Most of Japan is covered with mountains.
The country has more than 70 volcanoes.
The country has more than 17 volcanoes.
The most famous one is Mount Fuji.
The most famous one is Mount Fuji.
It has not erupted in many years.
It has not erupted in many years.
Earthquakes are also common. The land near the coast is the only flat land in Japan.
The land near the coast is the only flat land in Japan.
Japan's biggest cities are on the coasts.
Japan's biggest cities are on the coasts.
The country has many rivers and lakes.
The country has many rivers and lakes.
History. Japan is thousands of years old.
Japan is thousands of years old.
Ancient Japanese and Chinese people traded
Ancient Japanese and Chinese people traded
things and ideas.
and ideas.
Some experts think that Japan learned to grow rice from China.
Some experts think that Japan learned to grow rice from China.
Japanese writing even borrows from Chinese writing.
Japanese writing even borrows from Chinese writing.
In the past, Japan was an empire.
In the past, Japan is an empire.
It was ruled by emperors.
It was ruled by emperors.
Later, powerful military leaders called shoguns
Later, powerful military leaders called shoguns
took control away from the emperors. Samurai warriors also had power.
Samurai warriors also had power.
The samurai were known as brave and skilled fighters.
The samurai were known as brave and skilled fighters.
Celebrations. The Japanese New Year is an important holiday in Japan.
The Japanese New Year is an important holiday in Japan.
It starts a week before the first day of January.
It starts a week before the first day of January.
People send cards for the New Year's holiday.
People send cards for the New Year's holiday.
They also clean their homes, and children often get gifts.
They also clean their homes, and children often get gifts.
Food. Rice is an important food in Japan.
It is an important food in Japan.
It is eaten at most meals.
It is eaten at most meals.
Noodles are also served with some meals.
Noodles are also served with some meals.
Another important food is fish.
Another important food is fish.
Japanese people sometimes eat raw fish called sushi.
Japanese people sometimes eat raw fish called sushi.
Conclusion. Japan is a small island country.
Japan is a small island country.
Yet it has many people. It has tall mountains and volcanoes. It also has crowded cities with skyscrapers. Japan is a mix of many things. Old and new, large and small.
Old and new, large and small.